Dialectics, synergy, and prejudice in sustainable design. If there is a significant barrier to adopting dialectical methods in project development, it is perhaps most commonly demonstrated in the reluctance of program developers and academic and scholarly theorists to accept adjustments or modifications to their established plans. Dialectics, or more specifically, dialectical methodology, serves well as a method of structured dialogue and logical reasoning and offers a powerful approach to creating synergy in program and project development. This systematic approach works almost mathematically by systematically examining opposing ideas and integrating them to form a more comprehensive understanding or solution. In the classic example, there is of course the proverbial Hegelian dialectic of problem, reaction, solution, though this is generally used to demonstrate how those in a position of power create problems and challenges in order to claim even more power and control. A more traditional or historical view of dialectical methodology follows a structured approach in which a thesis and its antithesis are critically evaluated to produce a synthesis that combines the strengths of both perspectives. This synthesis allows for the emergence of solutions that would not be possible by adhering rigidly to a single viewpoint, fostering an environment of innovation and adaptability that discourages and actively inhibits the introduction of ideological fanaticism. When applied to systemically sustainable project development, dialectic supports collaboration, enabling a diverse range of participants and stakeholders to contribute their unique, individual perspectives and expertise, ultimately creating projects that are both more resilient and responsive to the complex and systemic challenges common across the world in modern society. If there is a significant barrier to adopting dialectical methods in project development, it is perhaps most commonly demonstrated in the reluctance of program developers and academic and scholarly theorists to accept adjustments or modifications to their established plans. Many project developers are deeply and emotionally attached to their designs, viewing them as personal creations or even as their proverbial babies, which can make it challenging to approach feedback or alternative perspectives with objectivity. This attachment often stems from a significant personal investment in terms of time, intellectual energy, and commitment to a particular vision. As a result, they may perceive any proposed change or compromise as a threat to the integrity or originality of their work, rather than as an opportunity to enhance the efficacy and relevance of their programs. This reluctance can hinder the potential of dialectics to generate synergy, as the approach relies on a willingness to question assumptions, reevaluate established ideas, and incorporate insights that may challenge the original framework. Resistance to change can stifle innovation and reduce the adaptability of projects, particularly in fields where complex, evolving, and systemic challenges require flexible and collaborative approaches. In contrast, openly embracing a methodological dialectical approach should encourage project developers to view their work as part of a larger, systemic, and dynamic process, where iterative adjustments are not only beneficial but essential for achieving outcomes that align with diverse needs and conditions. In this way, dialectical methodology functions as a surprisingly accurate mathematical tool for the creation of synergy between views that may not be neatly or completely aligned, using the logic of integration and adaptivity to create solutions that are stronger than the sum of their parts. By applying dialectic methodology, retaining an open mind, and considering their babies with a healthy dose of objectivity, project developers can foster a more cohesive and constructive culture of growth and improvement, where ideas are continuously refined through constructive dialogue. While this process requires a shift away from viewing projects as fixed entities toward seeing them as adaptable systems, it has the potential to significantly enhance project outcomes. Recognizing that dialectic supports rather than undermines original intentions can help developers and theorists adopt a more flexible approach, ultimately leading to projects that are both innovative and sustainable. Retaining an open and objective view toward constructive criticism can be very challenging, especially for the program developer who has poured their heart and soul into a program. However, at the same time, it is equally essential for every program and initiative, particularly since they will directly impact the lives of individuals in tangible ways for better or for worse once the programs have been implemented. One of the most effective, though perhaps most challenging methods to achieve this objectivity is through conscious self-reflection and the active cultivation of a mindset that values improvement over personal affirmation. In receiving constructive criticism, it is important to remind oneself that the ultimate purpose is to refine and strengthen the program, thereby increasing its efficacy and the potential for creating a positive impact on the target population. Maintaining this perspective requires a deliberate effort to separate the personal identity from the project, viewing the program not as an extension of oneself but as a dynamic structure meant to evolve through collaboration. Setting aside personal biases and prejudice begins with acknowledging that these tendencies naturally arise in any evaluative process. To counter them, one should focus on the criticism itself rather than the individuals presenting it. Engaging with feedback in a depersonalized manner allows for a more objective assessment of the merit in each point. Evaluating the feedback based on its relevance, applicability, and potential to improve the program can lead to a more constructive, healthy, and productive dialogue and solution-driven discussion, rather than defensive reactions that may hinder progress. Furthermore, adopting a stance of curiosity, or actively seeking to understand the rationale behind each suggestion or critique can also assist in the process necessary to transform criticism from a perceived threat into an opportunity for insight and enhancement. Another effective approach is to consider the perspectives and expertise of the additional team members involved, recognizing that each person brings unique insights informed by their background, experience, and understanding of the proposed program and its objectives. This collaborative environment encourages a view of the program as a shared endeavor rather than an individual project, shifting the focus from personal ownership to collective success. By valuing, appreciating, and respecting each contributor and their unique experiences and their role, and remaining open to their feedback, it becomes easier, if only slightly, to further reinforce the foundation of trust and respect necessary for effective teamwork. An open and honest approach makes it easier to adjust to the ideas and opinions of others, and allows the program to benefit from a wider range of perspectives, increasing its adaptability and resilience, eventually resulting in improved results for the ultimate beneficiaries of the programs being put in place. Central to maintaining an objective view is the awareness of the program and its impact on the intended beneficiaries. By focusing on the real-world implications for the individuals and communities affected by the program, it may become somewhat easier to transcend personal prejudice and biases, directing attention toward the practical outcomes of each decision. Recognizing the ethical responsibility embedded in these programs, and that their success or failure directly affects very real people with very real lives, adds a layer of accountability that encourages an objective stance. This awareness should compel the program developers to approach criticism as a tool for refining the program in ways that better serve the community, thereby prioritizing the needs and well-being of the people over individual preferences or established frameworks. Rather than seeing any objective criticism as a personal attack or a reproval of their efforts, incorporating constructive criticism with an emphasis on objectivity, therefore, requires self-awareness, the cultivation of curiosity, a collaborative mindset, and a focus on ethical accountability. By adhering to these principles, even the most emotionally invested project developer has the capacity to foster a process of continuous improvement that enhances the program and its impact, ensuring that its outcomes reflect both the collective insights of those involved and the tangible benefits for the communities it seeks to support.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below.